Well, hello there, Capricorn. It is so good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we're doing your August 2022 General Tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into your reading. We're going to start with your Animal Spirit Oracle card. So you have Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. You know, just an energy of not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, just enjoying where you are at this moment. And, you know, if it's a place where you're like, oh my goodness, Mary Sue, I don't want to be here and now very long. It's about accepting the situation that you're in, you know, about not worrying about what choices you made that brought you to this point and not what is going to occur in the future. Just enjoying where you are at that moment. I'm trying to think. I think it was a Libra that had that same energy of, you know, the hummingbird spirit. So you might be dealing with a Libra, or it doesn't mean you don't have to be, but yeah, because this is a different message than the Libra. Being here and now, being present, enjoying what is going on in your life at this moment is going to lead you to your 10 of Cups. So the message I'm getting here, I'm going to switch these, okay, is that staying focused on what it is that you want instead of all of this stuff that's in your life that you don't want. Okay. So that could be, you know, the past, you know, heartaches, disappointments. It could be your concerns, your worries, your anxieties about the future. It's about, just stay present. Just accept what is going on in your life at this time. And then at the same time, it's about listening to your heart, your intuition. It's going to lead you to this 10 of Cups, to what it is that you truly want. You know, it could be that right now, at this very minute, Capricorn, you may not know what you want. You may say, oh, well, I don't want that person in my life anymore, and I don't want those bills, and I don't want, the fears and anxieties in my life. You may have a long list of things that you don't want, but I think it's kind of like stepping into more of, well, what do you want, Capricorn? And then keeping your focus there instead of on the things that you don't want. So let's go to the Tarot. Oh, interesting. True love. Yeah, there's something that you have to let go of so that you can truly step into an energy of loving yourself. Now, Capricorn, you've worked on this. I know from doing your readings. You have been working on that for some time. You kind of like stepped out of that energy of not feeling unworthy, okay? Now it's kind of like, I'm wondering, are you stepping back into that for some reason? You know, we have Chiron in retrograde. That could cause some of that, like, self-doubt. Yeah, because, you know, here's the letting go. You see how these two doors are closed and this door is open. This is the path that you're on. Okay, you see how it's all illuminated? That's the path that you're on. But in order to walk through that door, you have to make sure these two other doors are closed. Okay, done. There's almost like this sense of there's justice on the bottom. Libra energy again, very strong Libra energy here. There's almost this energy of, like, this door right here is kind of cracked open, right? It's kind of like, yeah, Mary Sue, I get it. I closed those doors, and then I'm pointing out, yeah, but I can see some light coming through there. And you're like, well, I left it just a crack open in case that person wants to come back, or that job wants to come back, or whatever, right? It's kind of like, yeah, well, I kind of have this backup plan here. I don't want to close that door completely. Universe is saying no. These doors need to be shut, locked, key thrown away. Close those doors, walk away so that you can clearly walk into this new path. Yeah, it's interesting because you do have a Libra energy here, and the air signs are on a path that is, I feel, really difficult at this time of doubting. There's a new path opening, and it's scary because there's a lot of doors that have to be closed. And I'm only bringing this up because they're air signs. Your Earth, right? The air signs get all caught up in their head about it. And then, you know, you're an earth sign, staying grounded during transitions. You know, sure, you might have fears and stuff, but earth signs are very good about doing those things on a daily basis, putting one foot in front of the other, where the air signs can get caught up in their head, you know, and then not take any action. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because I feel like there's, with the Libra energy coming out and they're an air sign, it's almost as if you're getting a little bit caught up in your head and you're like, no, I want these two doors here. I just want them to be a cracked open in case I want to go back. And the universe is saying, no, you're moving forward. There's a reason we need you to move forward. And the universe can't necessarily... The universe may have closed these people or situations off for you, but by you having the door just cracked, it's kind of like in your head, okay, you're not willing to shut the door and move forward. Just in case. There's this energy of just in case. So the hummingbird is about be here and now. Close the doors to the past. Look to your future. 10 of Cups. Yeah, because the milk and honey represents everything that you are truly wishing for. But when you are still thinking about things from the past, you can't move. All your energy is not going in the same direction. Some of your energy is going to the past. Some of your energy is going to the future. Yeah. Okay. All right. So 3 of Cups on the bottom. King of Swords, more air sign. Yeah, air energy up in your head a little bit. You're moving forward, okay? I like the Knight of Pentacles here. You're moving forward, but it's really slow. I think the universe is like, okay, Capricorn, you've been messing around with this too long. Let's shut those doors and move forward. Because right now, this is your present energy. You're taking, all your actions are based on fears. Fears about not repeating patterns from the past. Fears of what the future might hold. Fears that, you know, if it doesn't work out in the future, well, I want to go back to that person or go back to that job or go back to that situation. I don't want to close these doors because I may want to go back. But as long as you have that energy within you, you cannot move forward in a good way, in a quick way, in a positive way. I'm not saying you won't move forward at all, but it's kind of like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So the progress is just that much slower. One question to ask yourself is, well, if I put all my energy into moving forward and closing out this past energy, then what would happen? Might be really successful. You probably wouldn't need to go back to something else. If you put your time and energy into building the future that you want, you would not need a plan B. But right now, all of your actions that you're taking are based on the fears. The fears of what has happened in the past, of not repeating the past, of what the future may hold. So, I think I did a daily read. I'll try to see if I can figure out which one, and I'll link it to the end of this video. about that, about, when your energy is back and forth, that the universe is, you're confusing the universe. The universe is like, okay, are we going forward or backwards? That's why I think you have this hummingbird spirit. It's kind of like, okay, stay still, be right here, and then focus to go forward. It's almost like you need a reset. You're hitting the reset button. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at this. 3 of Pentacles. Spirit is working with you. Yeah, it's about taking action on your 10 of Cups. Look at, you have the 8 of Wands here. Taking action on your 10 of Cups instead of taking action on your fears. This is what the universe is trying to help you to see, the clarity of what it is that you want for yourself, and then taking action on it instead of taking action on your fears. Because whenever we make decisions based on fear, it never works out. It's not for our best. It really isn't. Okay, so here's your obstacle. Committing to your own balance. Libra energy again. Committing to finding that balance within yourself so that you are not relying on, I'm just going to keep calling it plan B. Whatever plan B means to you, okay? Of bringing balance into yourself, into your life, committing to you, committing to your own happiness. It could be that maybe you're putting a lot of time and energy into other people or other situations, and it's like, okay, let's balance out the commitment in your life. Commitment to your work, commitment to family, commitment to friends, commitment to community service, commitment to Capricorn. Ask yourself, I did this the other day, I actually did. I kind of made like a pie chart, and in the pie chart I put all the different, this is not my own concept, but I put all of the different roles that I play, mother, friend, tarot reader, community service, and then me, right? And I was like, okay, now how much of my day do I spend on this? How much of my day do I spend on this? And it's not just how much time, it's also what I recognized was the energy. I may be working on, creating videos or doing personal readings or something like that. But is my total energy in that, or is my energy, worrying about other people in my life or other situations, or, who's hurt me in the past, or, what I'm worried about in the future? I didn't do it just for time. I did it for my energy. Where is my energy going? And I was blown away because I was like, yeah, it's not balanced. I had a lot of my energy going to people, situations that honestly are not giving me the same amount of energy, or at least I don't feel they are, right? That's my perception of it. But asking yourself that tough question and then saying, okay, what am I going to do? What doors am I willing to close? And saying, you know what? I really can't give my energy to that anymore. And once again, it's not just your time, it's your energy. If you go to work, right, and you spend 8 hours at work, and then you're thinking about work the whole way home, and then you get home, and you're talking to your family or significant other about your work and your frustration with work or whatever, and then you go to bed and you can't sleep because you're worrying about work or your lack of, financial stability based on your job, or worrying about your job, okay, you may be at work for only 8 hours. But how much of your energy during the day is spent worrying about your work or your financial stability? That's a lot more. It's the car ride home. It's at dinner, right? It's while you're supposed to be sleeping. Instead of, listening to a podcast or a book on tape in the car on the way home, or playing, soft music and just kind of like relaxing, not falling asleep, but trying to enjoy your ride home. Okay. You get home and instead of talking to your family or significant others about, joyful things that you're looking forward to or catching up with everybody, all you're doing is perhaps, worrying about work and all the, the concerns that you have. And I'm Capricorn, I know those are concerns for you. And I'm only saying work because Capricorn, you're such hard workers. But asking yourself, am I giving out too much of my energy, not just my time, but my energy to something? Am I committing enough to myself or the people in my life that I care about, the community service that I would like to do? Am I taking good care of my home? Am I doing those things that are also good for me? Or I just, lovers on the bottom, making choices that are good for you, Capricorn. I know, I was a teacher. I could not leave school and not think about my students or what I was going to do tomorrow with them or my concerns about their family life. I mean, it's hard, but that's about building healthy boundaries, understanding that you're not being selfish when you say, guess what? I have to turn that off and I have to also commit to me, to my health, to my exercise, to eating nutritiously, to taking care of myself and the people that are around me. Committing to that, because otherwise then you're going to get to the point where you're burnt out. And then you go to work and you're not, Oh my goodness, I like this. Moon is coming up so much. Yeah, so part of this is that you're putting too much time and energy into things that maybe aren't also giving you an equal, there's not equal give and take in some situation. I'm picking on work, okay, because Capricorn, I know you're such hard workers. So it could be another area of your life. It could be a relationship that you have. It could be the house that you live in. It could be, a number of things. But there's something here that you need to take action on. You need to take action to bring it into balance. To say enough is enough. Because here's the thing. This is your advice. You're losing something of yourself. And the Hermit has been coming out a lot too. It's about going within and understanding what it is that you need to do on a daily basis to be the very best that you can be, to bring in your 10 of Cups, because you want to take action on your 10 of Cups. The thing that is stopping you is your fear. It's really interesting because one of the things that came out in one of the daily readings too is that we put a lot of time and energy into worrying about things, okay? Just worrying about our financial stability and, our work or relationships. We put a lot of time and energy into that. And a lot of times that means, we're sitting on a couch or something. We're not actually working on it. We're just worrying about it. We're laying in bed at night worrying about it. And the thing that came out in that reading was really interesting is that we, and once again, this is, not just through the reading, but, the sense that by doing that, putting all this effort into your fears, you don't actually have to get really clear about what it is that you want to bring into your life and take action on that. It's kind of like, well, it's so much easier to just, I'm not saying it's as pleasant, right? But it is pretty easy to sit on the couch and complain about your work or complain about your life or worry about your life or your future or all of the people in the past that have hurt you. It's easier to do that because it's kind of all up in your head, right? You don't have to actually do anything about it. And so it's kind of like, okay, accept things for as they are. Be here now. And now let's reset. Let's just ask ourselves, what is it that you truly want? Capricorn, do you even know, right? I feel like in this, you may not know. It's asking you to go within to figure out what it is that you know, that you truly want. Because otherwise, you're just going to continue to lose. I think it is a little bit of a warning. That if you continue on this path, there are things you're going to lose. You're going to lose your health. You're going to lose relationships. You're going to perhaps lose financial stability because you're not making decisions that are based on what it is that you're trying to bring into your life. You're making decisions on what you are afraid of losing in your life. That's totally different mentality. Yeah, Five of Swords, the Chariot, the Two of Wands, High Priestess. Listening to your intuition. Five of Swords. You're up in your head about it, but it's kind of like, okay, if you're resonating with, okay, well, that's fine, but Mary Sue doesn't know what I'm dealing with. Okay, that's a little bit of the Five of Swords energy is, I know what is right for me. Okay, and that's true. Only you know. But here you are being asked to go within, not to be up in your head. This is still your fears. Your fears are telling you what's right for you instead of your heart. So it is a major shift. And once again, Capricorn, I feel like this is a little bit of an energy of a warning, a little bit of a warning of asking yourself, okay, am I focused on what it is that want to bring in, or am I just focused on making decisions so I don't lose anything else? It's difficult. I think part of this is a huge spiritual lesson for you because it is a major mind shift. Getting back into your heart. Cancer energy. Cherry energy. Being able to move forward, but based on your heart, what it is that you desire, not what you're hoping not to lose, right? Having the swords drawn, I'll fight for this. Instead of saying, hey, yeah, I'm on this happy road. I'm in my chariot and I'm going forward. I'm going for it. Because it is a time for decision. Two of Wands. Understanding that, once again, you have to choose a door. But when you choose a wand, okay, or you choose a door, you have to close the other doors. You're just fragmenting your energy way too much by trying to keep all those doors open or trying to keep a lot of people happy and then not really trying to keep yourself happy or move towards your happiness. Am I apologizing for my truth? What part of you is apologizing for your truth? Why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse. And I'm going to pull this out because the Hermit is on the lighthouse, right? Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is a room for all of us. Courage is contagious. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the strong message that part of this is a way for you to shine your light, to help other people to move out of a life of making decisions based on fear and to move towards their happiness. I would look at the people that you live, that you spend a good amount of time with, right? Because, the people that we spend a lot of time with, we become a lot like them, right? And just listen to what they are speaking. If they are in search of making decisions, or they're trying to make decisions to prevent themselves from losing something, okay? That might be somebody you want to distance yourself from. and search for more people that are searching, taking action on what it is that they're trying to bring into their life, their happiness. Making moves to bring more happiness into their life instead of making moves to prevent anything else from leaving their life. You will only see the way by making the way. Yeah, that lighthouse, having the torch. I really feel like you're having this, for some of you, you may really want to, I don't know, I'm not a blogger or anything, but you may want to start journaling or blogging how you shift, because I'm telling you, I think this is part of your spiritual purpose, is making this shift. You've moved into this energy here, but making the shift of making choices based on your happiness. And maybe blogging about it, or starting a YouTube channel, or writing a book about it. Take notes. How are you doing this in the everyday life to bring this balance into your life? Because I feel like for some of you, this is something you're going to celebrate. When you finally make that shift, it's like, oh my goodness, because out of our pain comes our purpose. I think this is painful for you. You're in this, I've got to protect myself type of energy, instead of I have to go for my happiness. Wow. Really intense, Capricorn. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'm really excited for you, because I feel like this, you are on this Two of Wands. It's like, okay, are you going to make choices out of fear or towards your happiness, right? And try not to go back. Try not to go back. Make that decision to make decisions out of happiness. And then try not to go back. Make it an effort, a real effort. I'd love to hear in the comments how you may resonate with this. All right, I am leaving it there. I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.